Shout out to the polls though, because I did a poll that said like, do you think that King Yella is a goofy?
I saw
85% said that they agreed that King Yella.
Can we talk about this ongoing King Yella thing? But it's now reached. Would you say it's reached a boiling point, or is it just like par for the course of your interactions?
I mean, so I just want to make something clear is that he ain't on shit. So there's no boiling point. Like it's just not gonna boil over. He ain't never did nothing to nobody.
Yeah, but it's just as far as being angry and inciting the dialogue, whatever.
He's mad because we did an interview with him, and at some point during the interview, he brings in his cousin, Amari Blaze. Now, for those who don't know, Amari Blaze is a rapper from Chicago who has spit a whole bunch of crazy gangster drill bars over the years, dissing the ops, talking about killing people, yada, yada, yada. He brings her on the podcast. There was an incident in which Amari Blaze was allegedly lured to a venue and Mellow Bucks and a few other Chicago female rappers, according to Amari Blaze, stabbed her, beat the dog shit out of her, threw her through a plate glass window, etc. Like a very violent scene. And so we've obviously like this is pretty nasty stuff, but this also like in the overall realm of like things that have happened in Chicago drill music, not really that big a deal. This is a place where people get killed all the fucking time for like saying one thing in a song.
No teenagers were murdered.
Right. So like considering that, she got off kind of light, you know. Like I'm sure that if Mellow Bucks wanted to arrange for her to have
traumatic for sure.
But if she wanted to arrange for her brains to be blown out, I'm sure she could have done that too. Regardless, Amari Blaze is working with the police and said in the interview that she actually really wants to see Mellow Bucks locked up, which to me was pretty shocking because I've been paying attention to this drill shit for a long time, and obviously snitching is very much looked down upon in hip hop. Now we also have to acknowledge that the rules do seem to be a little different for girls. Meg Thee Stallion basically snitched on Tory Lanez, and everybody kind of just let that go. Even though I mean,
but Meg Thee Stallion is not a drill rapper.
Good point.
You know what I mean? Like,
right, and it's not like Tory Lanez was her op or anything.
Yeah, like Meg Thee Stallion rapped about being in college and fucking shaking her ass.
Right, but we do a ton of Chicago interviews, so obviously at a certain point we end up asking a large percentage of the people who are interviewing, how do you feel about this situation? And a lot of people made it very clear that they think that she's a snitch, they think she's telling that her career's over, that nobody's ever going to accept this, which I think is pretty fucking obvious. Obviously, nobody's going to accept you being a snitch. But King Yella has taken offense to the fact that I was calling her a snitch, which is probably due to the fact that he is actually like on the record as being a snitch. We all saw the footage of him in Las Vegas telling the cops every single thing he could possibly think of to tell them. Now, my position is I'll still interview you if you're a snitch, but I mean, King Yella is like a real deal snitch personified. Nobody in Chicago has any respect for him. My DMs, anytime I mention him, light up with the realest of the real from Chicago, laughing their asses off at this big goofy Mexican looking motherfucker.
And it sucks because he actually makes sight music, but like, he's had some bangers.
Never heard that.
But what I thought was crazy that he did was the when his car got shot up in San Bernardino, the first thing he did was go live on Instagram. I was like, damn, that's a little bit.
He's an internet gangster, and the crazy thing now is that he's trying to point out how funny he thinks that like my tweets from 10 years ago are, that had some, you know, admittedly cringe content from the early days of Twitter and everything. He seems to have forgotten that we got it right here. King Yella was charged and convicted of having sex with a 15-year-old girl.
Wait, what?
This is a fact. We got the fucking paperwork right here, and I've had to Google it a couple times over the past couple of days. All you have to Google is King Yella a sex offender? And this shit pops up right away on the Chiracology Reddit. And today I actually have something extra special, which this is from 1090 Jake's video about King Yella. But if you listen to this, this was King Yella's initial response to the news coming out that he had sex with a 15-year-old.
Unphone him.
Any street nigga get on this motherfucker and say they ain't never did it. Then on my grandma, you a goofy. Whoever you is, I'm finna block you. Y'all be mad. I'll be so.
So for the record, any street dude who's saying that he ain't did it, I'm gonna block you. So King Yella is saying not only did he fuck a 15-year-old, but everyone in the streets has had sex with underage girls. He thinks that this is par for the course, that it wasn't just him. Everybody else did it too. So everybody in Chicago, if you yourself have never had sex with an underage girl, then I need to hear from you in the comments, because he's trying to smear the whole city, the whole rack.
And how old was he?
I'm not sure.
Hold on.
I think he was like 20. I think he was 20.
20.
25 and a 15-year-old. Not a good look.
Not 25. 25
is crazy.
20 and
25 is
15.
extra.
20 years
You're right.
old, 20 years old, you gotta stay out the hood because a gang of shit happens in the hood. These motherfucking bitches run away from home. And I used to tell my bitch in high school, like, hey, that shit that your homegirl doing, that nigga that's coming to pick her up in that truck after school, that's rape, bitch.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I always been like, so, but when I was 19 and 20, my niggas that's in my same pack, like Gilbone and them, all right, so I graduated early. I graduated at 17. So the next year, I still was going back up to the high school because all the niggas that's my age that I played basketball with and all that, they still in school.
I think we got to give some leeway for like if you're in high school, but he was way out of high school.
No, but 19,
there's no way he
20
finished high school.
I'm
But
saying the homies that was 3 years older than me, they was fucking the same bitches.
Let's just
And that
hear the
was
rest.
scary.
15 is kind of young, bro.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Let's just listen to the rest
The hood
of
is fucked up.
Yeah.
King Yella standing on business and letting the world know that he fucks underage girls.
Any street nigga get on this motherfucker and say they ain't never did it. Man, on my grandma, you a goofy. Whoever you is, I'm finna block you. Y'all be mad. I be so gangster with this shit. I don't lie about nothing, nigga. Get y'all bitch ass on. Fuck is you talking about at 19? We ballin'. Young bitches in the hood. Fuck you talking about that. Bitch, automatic, your little ass hot. Posting up, busting you down. Bitch, I'm busting you down too, nigga.
I'm trying to tell you, they think like that. In
But
the hood
he's saying like
sometimes.
if your homie got a
like
bad
that.
15-year-old, he want her too. That's what he said. That's how he ended that. He's saying like y'all can't just have one. I need it too. What the like?
That's not AI.
I need
that's
to be
real.
no, that's real shit. I need to be careful with beefing with this guy because that's a sinister dude who will fuck an underage girl and then also brag to the cops about knowing what gang
What
everybody's
about
from.
catching a fade with your 30-year-old homie over fucking his bitch and she go to school with you?
No, that's janky as fuck.
Wait, what?
I mean, this is.
I said it.
Who did that?
He did.
I didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Hey.
Wait, you did what? Can you
Somebody
repeat it,
did.
though?
Yeah, somebody I was talking for a friend.
Yeah.
Just imagine that it's a nigga 30 years old and you tag something in high school and they like, oh, the nigga coming up here after school. Like, all right, yeah, I'm thinking it's another high schooler. Like, shit, hey, nigga, you get your ass whipped over your bitch, whatever. And it pulls up and you running the fade, but then you recognize that this nigga got penitentiary tats and all that shit.
A full grown man.
So you whip out Billy Western on his own ass, bitch ass nigga. Go to bed up. He's like, when we figured out he was grown, like, kill cuz. It didn't happen, but
Damn.
That's crazy. Yeah, so I don't know. I was pretty astonished by all that. But anyway, King Yella, he a goofy. He don't know what the fuck going on.
And first of all, I wanted to get in. I was in the bathroom and I was playing with my nose and shit. No, I'm just playing.
Yo, what the fuck?
I'm fucking
Sitting on
around.
candy,
I ain't
playing with my nose.